What a ride! I wonder how far I went.
What?
What's the problem?
It says 2,000 revolutions. What does that mean?
Oh, revolutions. That has to do with the circumference of a circle.
Now I can't figure out how far I went.
Circumference is the distance around the outside of a circle. If we know that, we can figure out how far you've traveled.
Really?
Can I borrow your bike? How do you do that? Whoa! Okay, just 1 second. I've got you right here. I've got the bike. And there we go. All right. See? Not so hard. Can I get you to do me a favor? I need to get out of the screen, please.
Are you really serious?
Thanks, I appreciate that. Alright, now, let's see if we can take a look at the bike and figure out just how far the bike travels. We need to look at the bike wheel right here. So let's bring that up and take a closer look at that. Okay, we've got the bike here. We can actually figure out how far it traveled. We know a couple of things. First thing first, this bike tire is a circle. The outside of a circle happens to be the circumference. So if we take a look at the bike tire, if we know the distance around the outside of a circle, we can figure out just how far it travels. To do that though, we need to know a little bit more. One thing we need to know is the radius. The radius happens to be from the middle of this wheel, or the circle, to the outside. So one of those spokes kind of is the radius. And in this case, the radius is 50 centimeters from the middle to the outside. Now that we know that, we can actually start to solve for how far this bike has traveled. Let's take a look. So we're going to move the bike out of the way. There's still the tire. We have a circle, and we have it actually being 50 centimeters radius. In order to solve to figure out the circumference, we actually have to look at the formula. The formula is circumference equals 2 times pi times the radius. We've already learned that pi happens to be 3.14. So pi is 3.14. And now that we know that, and we know the formula, we can actually put the values in and figure out just how far, how big around this wheel is it happens to be. You put the numbers in, circumference equals 2 times 3.14 times the radius, which is 50 centimeters. When we calculate that, we find out that the circumference of this circle is 314 centimeters around. So the circumference of the mountain bike tire is 314 centimeters, or 3.14 meters. Now that we know that every time that that tire goes around once, it travels 3.14 meters. Now remember the original question? You're having trouble looking at your bike screen and it said 2,000 revolutions. Well, now we can figure it out. This is what we need to do. So if the circumference of the mountain bike tire is 3.14 meters and each revolution is 1 circumference, then how far did the bike travel if it went 2,000 revolutions? Let's see if you can figure that out. Okay, have you had a chance to solve the problem? Let's see how you do. Take a look here. So, the circumference of the mountain bike tire is 3.14 meters, and you had 2,000 revolutions with your tire over the distance you traveled. we can figure out exactly how far you did. The formula is this. Distance traveled equals the circumference times the number of revolutions. So if we put in the numbers that we've already figured out, we can figure out just how far you've traveled. So, putting in the numbers, distance traveled, 3.14 meters times 2,000 revolutions. Put that into your calculator. You should have come up with the answer of distance traveled equals 6,280 meters, or 6.28 kilometers, since there's 1,000 meters in every kilometer. So you went 6.28 kilometers. That's a great ride. Well, that concludes Mr. Bennington's Math Help Show on the circumference of circles. Hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you out on the trail soon.